is safe start. You tell them I want to make sure my pedals are working properly. They're not cracked, broken. I'm gonna start the car, make sure my pedals are not sticking. I'm gonna press my gas and I'm gonna press the brake, make sure it's not sticking. Gas pedals working properly, brake working properly, it's not sticking. My gear, they're shifting, reverse, neutral, drive.
The backup alarm?
It's not broken. No, they don't want you to cover that. Safe start. Safe start is just making sure your car is working properly. You can put it in drive and you can stop it.
Needles? Do you have to say anything about that?
No, that's in cab. All
Okay.
that's in cab. You talk about your needles. That's all the in cab stuff. So after that, you can. First thing you want to do is do your cut in, cut out test. So I'm gonna perform my cut in, cut out test. I'm gonna be looking for my governor to cut in at no lower than 80 psi, and for it to cut out at no higher than 130 psi. So I'm gonna hit my brakes, count to 10, and then I will hit my brakes again. I will know that my governor cut in because my needle will start rising. And I will know that my governor cut out because the needle will stop rising. You don't want to tell them because you hear the fucking thing, because that's how people fail. So you press it one time real hard, get the most out of it. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000. And you're just looking for it to start moving. No matter when it starts moving. You just 1,000, 2, 1,000. My needle started rising at approximately 115 psi. Right?
No less than 80.
Yeah, no less than 80. You mentioned that you're going to be looking for it to start rising at no less than 80. But whenever it starts moving, that's the PSI you tell them it cut in. You get what I'm saying? So now you're waiting for it to cut out. You're waiting for the needle to stop. You're going to know by that noise, but you're not going to tell them that.
You have to mention that you know this because the needle stopped rising.
Yeah. And even if it goes past 130, dude, say 130.
Because then that will automatically fail you.
Yeah.
Or fail the truck.
The truck will fail, yeah. My needle stopped rising at 130 psi. My governor cut out correctly. And that's your cut in, cut out test. So to go over it again, you hit the brakes, count 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, count to 10. You're looking at the needle the whole time. As soon as it starts moving, like the air filling back up, that's your cut in level. That's where your truck cut in. So no matter where it's at, you tell them, my governor cut in at this PSI. And then as soon as you say that, just wait for the needle to stop. Where it stops, you say, my governor cut out at 130 PSI. After that, you want to do the applied pressure test.
Your favorite one.
Yeah. You want to, very important, you want to push this in. So I will be doing my applied pressure test. This vehicle should lose no more than 3 psi in a 60-second period. Pull out your phone, get your stopwatch. When you release this, the air will release. Do not start your applied pressure until it stops. The needle settles. You press the brake once, and then you tell them what PSI you're at. Because when you press the brake, it'll lose PSI, right? So right now, just sitting here, not touching anything, I'm at 125. I'm gonna press the brake once. I'm at about 115. My starting PSI is 115. I will start my time now. Your time goes 60 seconds. It's been 60 seconds. I've lost no pressure in this vehicle. Would you like to check? They'll look, they might not look, whatever. And that's that. You're done. Make sure you press this in though. And after that, we're gonna do the low air warning test. This is where some people have a problem where some people fan the brakes, some people say you can't do it. Just talk to the guy you're with, because everyone's different. Say, is it okay with you if I fan the brakes, or would you like me to pause in between fanning the brakes for my low air warning test and my spring brake test? My guy told me you can go ahead and fan the brakes, it doesn't matter. So what I did, I said, okay, I'm gonna fan my brakes. First thing I'm gonna be doing is looking for my low air warning. I will hear an audible sound, and the light will pop up right here when my low air warning comes on. It will come on between 55 and 75 psi. He said, okay, go ahead.
35 and 55?
55 and 75.
55 and 75.
So you just... He said fan it? Shit, just fan it. There. Just go until it's like on. My light came on and the audible sound came on at about 60 psi. Wherever it's at on the thing. So now you say, now I'm going to be doing my spring brake test. And this is already pushed in, so you're golden, because you already did the other one first. You got to do it in this order, so it's easier.
Setting yourself up for the next one.
Yeah, pretty much. So say now I'm doing my spring brake test. My spring brake should apply between 20 and 45 psi. So fan the brakes again. Spring brake applied at approximately 27 psi. Now I'm going to build air pressure back up into the cab, revving the engine no more than 1500 RPMs. Because after this test, you're going to do the actual spring brake test and the service brake test. Do you know which one that is?
Yes, you take it off.
You take it off,
and then you apply it. And it should
roll, bam, pull it. Same thing for the thing.
Just let it roll a couple of feet, right?
Yeah, let it roll a couple of feet, and just pull this, and then say, now I'm doing my service brake test. You want me to demonstrate it? Okay.
No,
now
that's
I'm doing
fine.
my service brake test, so you make sure this is off. You put it in drive, roll a couple feet, hit the brakes. My service brake's working properly. After this, you do this one, say my parking brake is working properly. And now I'm done with my my air brakes. Important.
Or say,
see him writing anything at any point, pay attention to him while you're doing the test. If you see him writing anything, you'll say, okay, is that all? Are you done? I would like to go over my test again if you don't mind. If you didn't get anything wrong, he probably won't want you to. He'll say something. But if you're missing something, he'll be like, okay, go ahead. Do it all over again. Take your time, man. Just slow it down. Take your time. There's no time limit. You're just sitting there as long as you have to. Remember everything. Just go through everything. Make sure you get it right. Trust me, man. You want to pass the first time. It's a hassle driving up there. So that's it, man. That's all the tests. You got the governor cut in, cut out, applied pressure. You got the low air warning, and then you got the spring brake and parking brake. That's it. That's your whole air brakes. It's pretty easy, honestly. It's just when you get in there with someone sitting there, you tend to forget steps. Just repeat the same steps over and over again. You got it. You got any questions?